morning, but some of you are probably on the East Coast, so good morning here in California. I hope you all had a wonderful summer. Is it over? Raise your hand if you think so.
It feels like fall here, but it's going to get warm again. So,
yeah, I don't expect too many people to join us today right after summer and heading into the fall. October, November, and December are much busier times of the year. But there's a few of you on, so that's good. We're going to start with just a question, if anybody wants to chime in, including Laura or Hannah or Linda, but what have you been doing to move your business forward, over the last couple months during the summer, which is really the slowest part of the year for the art business. So, I can start with that. Even if you've attended some art fairs or, visited some other galleries or something. So that's a question I'm going to throw out there. Anybody? Anybody do anything exciting?
well, I know that has something coming up because she sent out an invite I thought the subject was terrific. Hello, art lover. And Vivian, you're doing an open studio, right?
Right. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to change my picture. But anyway, yeah, I have a studio tour coming up. The Santa Fe studio tour on this coming weekend and the following. So been really busy getting some smaller pieces together and posting a lot on Instagram. I'm sending out specific invitations to a couple of potential purchasers and doing everything I can to get people here. So hopefully it's going to be a good tour this year. It usually is. I usually it's usually pretty lucrative for me. So I'm hoping this year will be too. Thanks, Linda.
Yeah. I thought it was great. I wish I
Thank
could
you.
read it. How about anybody else?
Get your bovine on. Isn't that a cow?
Well, I have well, as you've seen, my large pieces are bovine centric. And so a lot of them have to do with the rural sheep here in the area. And then I started making these block lino prints that are all some form of a mystical bovine. So I thought it would capture some attention.
A little throwback art to the lino prints. I like those. Picasso did a lot of those.
Oh yeah, thanks. Yeah, I've been doing those for a long time and they're really fun.
It's good.
Yeah.
And what do you sell those for? How much?
I'm going to sell them. There's a larger one that I'll sell for 20 and the others for 15, or I'll do 3 for 45.
45, 450?
Very affordable.
$45.
Really? Were they
Well,
small?
they're only like 8 by 6.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're smaller.
Yeah. Okay.
What do you think?
So
You
Talakabella, I know that you had a showing recently, didn't you? In a gallery?
Actually, yeah, I had that Zoom presentation where I was invited by the Millicent Rogers Museum to give a presentation on my cut paper art, the history, how it evolved, and from where it evolved from. That went really well. As a result of that, I'm very excited to say that I was asked to curate a show for the Millicent Rogers Museum. So I will be on a small panel that will help to decide which art will be in their summer next year art exhibit. So I'm really excited about that because I've curated art exhibits in the past, but never for a museum as prestigious as the Millicent Rogers Museum in Taos. So that's very
Wow.
exciting for me. Yeah. Also, you know, in terms of getting the art out, that's what we all want to do as artists, right? I took out an ad in the Southwest Contemporary magazine. It's a full page ad. And when the Millicent Rogers Museum folks saw it, it's distributed in a number of states. I forget which ones, Colorado, Texas, maybe Utah, New Mexico. And so having that full page ad, and it's the publication really is meant to be out for like 3 months before they do their next one. So it cost me a lot of money, but you know, again, how do we as artists, when we're not in exhibits or art fairs, how do we continue to get the work out? And that was one way that I thought I could do it. And I think it was well worth the expense. I haven't received any feedback yet, but the Millicent folks, when they saw that, they were really excited to think, oh, wow, this guy's going to, you know, curate an art exhibit for us. So there's that. And then there's also a cut paper workshop that I will do there come December. So, you know, I'm very busy and I enjoy it, and I'm trying to make sure that I keep producing the works above all.
So,
That's
What is,
um,
yeah.
I think
What's
it's all cumulative, and one thing builds on another. And of course, you've got that ad, you've got, you know, Southwest Contemporary, and you can use that on your social media to promote, you know, that you've been in, and on your website that you've been in Southwest Contemporary. It's, you know, it's exposure. You're, you know, you're creating impressions, and all of that is important.
it builds credibility.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I used to run a magazine. We still own it, Art Business News, which, you know, 20 years ago was a $3.5 million magazine. It was a big magazine, and it was producing a lot of revenue in advertising sales. And we had, you know, 20,000 subscribers. And the whole magazine industry has changed. Even Southwest Art, or Southwest Art Contemporary, used to be monthly, and now they're quarterly, right? So that's all fine. I mean, that's just the magazine business. Print is, you know, completely different today. But I used to tell our advertisers that don't expect people to pick up the phone and call you and say, hey, I saw your ad, I want to buy the piece. It's not going to happen. What can happen is you can send a snapshot of that, put it on Instagram, put it on Facebook, put it on Google. If you're going to do some ads on Google, you can use that as an email and look at me in Southwest Art, kind of not exactly, look at me, but you know, have you seen my ad in Southwest Art, which gives you a lot of credibility. If you do a show, you make a placard, you know, a little easel, as seen in Southwest Art. And that's the way you use magazine advertising. A lot of times too, once you advertise, you can get them to write a little paragraph on you if you have a new release or a new painting you've done, or, you know, something that's happening in your life because you spent money with them. And they want you to spend more money. So they'll bend over backwards to get you to spend more money. You know, we have the same opportunity, which we've just created in Art Business News to help artists. It takes time on our part to hire an editor and do all this stuff. It's $995, but you can have, you know, a full page article in Art Business News and do the same thing and start, you know, showing it around. We've had many people do that. And it's good. The article is really good. And it's almost like when you send your resume to a professional resume writer and it comes back and you go, I didn't know I was so special, right? I mean, they take all of your accolades and all of your education and everything, and they put it in a way that's like, wow, you know, we do the same thing with artists because that's what we know how to do. We have a good marketing team that knows how to do that. But that's the way you use advertising. I commend you for doing that. It's a good way to, you know, keep your name out there. And
You know, one of the other ways that you keep your name out there is by going to art fairs as an attendee. and talking to people, going to gallery openings, talking to people, introducing yourself. You never know, it's not the same as participating in an art fair, that's for sure. But and I know that some of you are participating in Art San Diego coming up at the 1st of November, but also going to fairs. Did anybody go to any of the fairs during New York's Armory Art Week? There were a lot of fairs going on there, and I don't think any of you are located on the East Coast. But there's also a couple of fairs coming up. The Affordable Art Fair in New York, September 25th to the 29th. And then the other art fair, September 26th to the 29th in Los Angeles. So it might be an opportunity, if you're going to be in either of those places, to check it out, see what it's all about. If nothing else, go to their websites and see what it's all about. You'll actually see on the Artist Club calendar, you'll see both of those fairs listed there. They're both of them are intended to be for emerging as well as established artists, to exhibit work that's, and I can't remember, Eric, maybe you can, affordable. I think it has to be $10,000 or less, the artwork. And the other art fair, I'm not sure if they have those kinds of guidelines for the artwork that's on exhibit. But
Yeah.
it's an opportunity to see what is happening at other fairs. It's an opportunity to meet people, to meet the fair organizers, talk to them about their fair and how you might fit in.
Yeah. All good points.
So another way to participate in our fairs, whether you're exhibiting in the fair or you're not exhibiting, we have a program that we started in New York, and we call it Art on View. And in the building in New York, there are large monitors throughout the building. So it was easy to create the program and test it and see what would happen, if attendees would pay attention to it, if the exhibitors thought it was valuable. And it was. And what happened then, and you'll see here, Laura's sharing on the screen, we bought our own monitors so that we could do Art on View at all of our fairs. And we received the monitors actually on day one of Art Santa Fe. So they just got out on the floor in time. Thank you, Laura. And here's the deal. So if you're an exhibitor at Art San Diego or coming up Spectrum Miami, at San Diego, $100 an image. For Miami, $200 an image. You can be on the Art on View program. If you're not a in-person exhibitor, I think you all know that we have a program where you can be an online exhibitor right alongside all of the in-person exhibitors on the online gallery, marketed alongside of them, and then be on the Art on View screen.
I'm interested in that.
Yeah, well, it's, for 4 images at either one of the fairs, it's $4.95, and 12 images is $7.95. And if you're interested in it, you can, there's a link, and Laura, if you would share the link in the chat, or if you don't grab that now, you can reach out to Kelly at redwoodartgroup.com and she'll get you set up. So it's fun because it's, you know, you're on a rotating program. Your artwork is up there, and each piece of artwork has, you know, if you're participating in the fair, it has your booth number. And we found that people would actually see something and then they'd go to the booth. If you're not in person, there's also your contact information. So all of that comes straight back to you. And in Miami, we're actually expanding the program in Miami. In Miami, when you walk in, there's an inner lobby, and on that inner lobby wall, there'll be a 20-foot art on view display. And then there will be monitors throughout both Spectrum Miami and Red Dot Miami, showing the art images. So it's another way, you know, like we've been talking, to get exposure without the, you know, if you're not a in-person exhibitor, without the expense of a booth and travel and so forth. So you're there remotely. That's a good way to get your artwork seen.
Not really remotely, you're there.
Well, yes.
Around.
I mean, you're not physically there as an in-person exhibitor, but absolutely you're there.
Yeah.
And it was really interesting to me. And we actually, Kelly and Laura and I sat and watched how people react, and kind of did a little bit of, you know, our own marketing testing. And they look and they stop and they really do see it. And the exhibitors were the ones that reported back to us, oh, they saw the artwork and they came over here to talk to me about it. So so it works. And it's a, you know, everybody's very visual. And it's a great way to maximize on that. So I know some of you are exhibiting at Art San Diego. Kizu, you're exhibiting, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. You know, I just have very awkward position at last month. I used to be an exhibitor to Santa Fe, but unfortunately, for some reason, I cannot attend that event. So I determined to join the exhibition in San Diego of your group for holding.
Yep.
And I now just prepare some new paintings for that event, not just something I showed on my website or Instagram.
Great.
Yeah, I like to make a new one, the fresh one.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah, recently I can show you some. You can see my paintings. Something is a little bit different style or subject, a little bit different. So I like to bring my new art workers to your event to San Diego. I don't know what happened there. It's my first time go to that exhibition, so I prepared myself thoroughly. I have to, yeah.
We'll get your images.
I just say this, and by this moment, I just show my great appreciation for both Alec and Linda. You give me a lot of support and insistence to change the place of your exhibition. So I thank you again.
Well, you're welcome. You know, I think that brings up a really good point that and some of our exhibitors who have consistently done particular fairs. There's a couple that I'm thinking of, and it's important, I think, to bring something new. You might still have the things that you painted or created 2 years ago, and those were on exhibit. And it's fine to bring some of that, but you need to bring something that's new, because that's what people are looking for. That's why they come back every year, is they want to see what's new. They'll come to you if you're there over and over again. That's part of, a good exhibiting marketing plan, is repeat exhibiting, but then having something new. So good for you. I think that's a very good strategy.
Yes, thank you. One thing I'd like to ask you about the subject the audience like to say. I used to painting the seascape, landscape, but nowadays I change into figures, especially women images. So I don't know. Actually, I like to show my favorite paintings about women or figures. I don't know. Oh, I ask your, suggestion about it, if possible.
Yeah, send it to me and Hannah.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll take a look at it.
Okay, thank you. I will send you some paintings so you can give me a suggestion or good advice.
Well, because Hannah can start promoting you being in San Diego prior to the show, which is,
Sure.
try to get people to come see your booth, and that's what you want to do. You want to pre-market the show for sure.
I just like follow your advice. You said before you cannot sell your art workers on the line, but just to make join the exhibition in person. Then the audience would like to believe you and to trust you to buy your art product. Okay, let me try. I want to got this experience. Thank you.
Yeah. But and Cecilia, you're exhibiting in San Diego also, right?
Yes, I am. And I will be, so last year I did cityscapes and landscapes. This year I'm showing my surreal impressionist paintings of women. It's my self-portrait. So without the head. I don't know, do you want me to share some here?
You can if you'd like. Sure.
Yeah, so let me bring my website up and then you can see that. So, and one of them, remember, it was selected to be at the American Art Collector magazine. So let me bring the collection. So give me a second and see if I can share the screen. Share. Oh, it says you are not allowing me to share.
Can you just post the link and I'll share it on my screen?
So it's cecilianastos.com. So let me put it on the chat. cecilianastos.com, and then go to, once you are on the website, click on the one that says Surrealism Figurative. And the ones that I'm bringing are, once you are there, let me go back to the Zoom so I see. Okay, so scroll, go to the home, this one right here, Surrealism and Figurative. So this is going to be in these two will be there for sure. And then if you scroll more down, it will go the one that one of these will also be there, one or two of these, and then more go down, down, down. And the next page, I want to show you the one that was selected by the American Art Collector. This one, Shagali. So this is the one that was, but the prices that you see here is not what I'm bringing there. So I was talking with a couple of galleries. So this one, the Shagali will be either $49.95 or $5,000. I don't want to go over that amount. So
It's a good price point for that market, I think.
yeah, and then the others, the ones that you saw, they don't go over 2,800. So I think, so anyway, so that's what I was planning to bring.
Good.
Pretty good.
Yeah, great. So, you know, Eric mentioned the Meet the Artist articles that we're really doing quite a few of for the relaunch of Art Business News. And we're going to go out wide with that opportunity actually in the next couple of days. But as Artist Club members, you all are entitled to have a Meet the Artist article. And we've got some of those already in progress. And I know that a couple of you are also working on getting back the responses. But if you would like to be included, if any of you would like to be included, then just reach out to me because we'd love to do an article for you. There's one coming up for Tilsal, and Sophie's working on one, and Vivian. So just let me know, because we would love to do one. And that's part of being an Artist Club member, is that you get that coverage in Art Business News.
You know, I submitted something, but I'm not one to kind of pontificate about my work or explain it. It was difficult. It was a difficult little task, but yeah, I got it done, and I look forward to seeing it. But yeah, it was not easy to do.
Sometimes it's hard to think about, you know, what you do and how you do it, and answer some of those questions. There was recently just an article, it actually was just published yesterday, where I was interviewed, and it was like, okay, I get it. Yeah, but it turned out, I think it's going to turn out well. It's been in edit right now, and I think it's going to be fun.
Thank you for the opportunity again. I look forward to that.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Just tell the truth.
So Hannah, we haven't talked much about social media. Tell us, you know, what we talked about yesterday was, tell us how to do a boost on social media.
Yeah, so especially for anyone who's kind of, if you're exhibiting at San Diego and you really want to get the word out for people to come and see your new artwork that you're going to display, one way on social media to really get the word out and also just reach new people in general is to create a boosted post. So you can pull your phone out and we can all kind of walk through this together. Has anyone done a boosted post before?
I have.
You have? Okay. So
Yeah.
you kind of get the gist.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I prepared to do this, but I haven't started. Okay, I will do.
But did
This
you
you
see the
started.
new change of Instagram, Hannah? If you do it on your phone, you are paying more than if you do it in the computer. So
okay.
it's charging you an extra fee when you do it on your phone. So
Thank you.
on the computer now.
So
Wow,
we can
okay.
do it. You can do it on the computer. There's a couple ways to, you could run an ad through Meta's business program on the back end, or you could run a boosted post. Let's say you posted your new piece and that's what you really want to focus on, and you just want to kind of get the word out a little bit more. Why don't we walk through whether you want to do your phone or your laptop? That's totally fine. So I have Instagram pulled up right now, and if you go to go to your profile. And first you want to make sure that you have a business setting. So the only way you're going to be able to really do this is if your Instagram account is a business setting. Let me share my screen.
Guys, I'm gonna have to log off because my phone is just about to die. So if I disappear, that's why.
Okay. No
Yeah.
Give
worries.
him the assignment before he goes.
Okay, before you
Okay.
leave, the assignment is by the time we meet next month, we're gonna have a contest of who can get the most views on an Instagram reel. So you could submit any reel and we're gonna go through and see whoever has the most views, and feel free to email us a screenshot. Or next month when we chat, we can just say how many views you got. And whoever gets the most views, we're gonna come up with a fun prize. So you can do this by boosting your post, and that would help a lot. Or if you want to have some organic content tips that will just help you get more views too, you can use those. So that's our little contest for the next month. And then we'll go back to boosting a post on Instagram. So if you're whether you're in your phone or online, go to your profile and click on any image that you would want to boost. It can just be the first image when we walk through this. And when you click on the image, it'll pull up the big screen. You'll see the image, you'll see your caption, and then in the bottom right, you'll see boost post. So you simply click on that boost post and it'll take you to, do you want people to visit your profile? Do you want people to visit your website? Do you want them to message you? So in this case, I would definitely, depending on the messaging that you have in the caption, I would direct people to your website, and I would include, let's say, the Art San Diego ticket link in your website. And then people will, in turn, when they see this boosted post, they will be going to the website to buy tickets for Art San Diego. You can create special requirements. You can target your own audience. So let's say you wanted to boost a post just in general to get more brand awareness about your artwork. You can make more of a general audience. So this could be people in the United States who simply like art between the ages of 30 to whatever you kind of, you know your target audience the best. So you can create that. But let's say you want to get people to go to Art San Diego and click on the website and buy tickets. You would segment that audience and geo-target it to San Diego, Orange County, Los Angeles, Palm Springs, surrounding areas, to kind of geo-target and direct people who live in those areas. Then you can also save these audiences. So maybe you don't want to boost a post right now. Go in and create a couple audiences. Maybe you're doing Art Expo New York and you want to do the same thing, but you want to get people from New York to come see your artwork. Whatever it is, there's a lot of really good geo-targeting factors that you can include here. So then once you create your audience, you're going to set your budget. I've run ads that are on my personal account that are $5 a day, and I've gained 25 followers from that for doing it for a week. It's really simple, and a lot of them, if done effectively, can have a really great impact. So set your budget. I would say anything like $25 a day would probably get you the best results. Set your duration, and then you can boost your post. And it's that simple. So feel free to use this tactic for the contest that we're going to run for next month, or for the new piece you have. Maybe you have a couple pieces on sale and you post a carousel to Instagram and you want to just get rid of those pieces. You could run a boosted post to sell those, whatever it may be. But this, just so you guys know too, we do this on Redwood for getting exhibitors and getting tickets as well. So it's a really powerful marketing tool that I definitely recommend you check out. And if you have any questions, let me know. And this can also be done for reels and in-feed posts as well. Yeah, I see a question.
I have a question. Can you send those instructions or something by email or something? You just lost me on the Instagram. I
Yeah.
tried to do it at the same time. You just lost me.
I will send them to you for sure. Do you want me to do it on like on Google Chrome, or would you like to do it through the phone, through the app?
Can we do a screen share, like capture of you just going through that we sent to everybody?
Yeah, we can do that. Absolutely. I'll do it. I'll record it on my phone. It's the same exact process online. Once you see where the buttons are, it's just the same thing.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
All right.
Other questions?
No,
Okay.
good session.
Yeah. This
Way
was
to go.
helpful. Thank you.
Good.
We'll see you in a month.
All right.
Meanwhile, if there's any questions, shoot us an email or a text or whatever, and we'll answer it.
All right.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah.
Thank you for everything. Thank you for your help.